This I am guessing that you're here on this channel for one of two reasons. One, I want to know what this speaker knows about something that I don't know about, or something that I believe to know about. So therefore, maybe some sort of confirmation. So the information provided by the speaker is going to help me, the listener, understand something about the universe, about spirit, about God, about a possibility of something that does not involve the speaker and does not sometimes involve me, the listener. I'm interested in what he knows about the world, consciousness. I'm interested in what he knows about religion. Therefore, it's not pertinent to me, says the listener. The other one is, I want to know, I have the feeling that this speaker wants to, is trying to reveal something about their association or their experience that I'm very interested in for whatever reason. But this one is a more intimate need. You see, the intimate need of I'm relating, I want to relate to the speaker and their possible experiences or their possible, opening that can maybe show me signs of what I feel about myself. There is some similarities, There is some similarities between me, the listener, and the speaker. I'm interested in the story of what the speaker is saying about their own feelings or understandings about their enlightened state or their enlightened mind. But either of these ways the speaker is not trying to project or promote something about their life, their experience, their position or non-position. The speaker is not trying to say what this life is about, whether in a religious context, universal, spatial context, Lemurian, Palladian context, alien context, theorist context. Because the speaker doesn't know what's going on, you see. The speaker doesn't know what's going on and what we perceive as, what we say is the external world. Don't know what's going on. Only know what is perceived. And that what is perceived has no involvement, can only be perceived in its most truest essence when there's no mind interrupting or interfering or naming or giving meaning to what is going on. So the speaker only knows about the external world and what is perceived through emotional connection, through light, sound, flavors, essence, taste, movement, stillness. But the speaker is also more vague about knowing itself. See, it always fascinates me that the Vedantas, they talk about self. So they must know something You see? They must know something that is solid to their, what their connection is with their own um, experience of experiencing the truth about themselves. You see, this speaker wants the mind, or even the spirit or the soul, wants to find a word. So what are you, speaker? I can't find the word. I can't find a word that describes what it is, what the basis of life is. I know there are infinite worlds. There are worlds like God, consciousness, spirit, Brahman, Atman, absolute source, emptiness, self, nothingness. But none of these words really solidify what the speaker sees or experiences or knows or feels. You see, they say God is nameless, so therefore it is nameless. But to say it's nameless gives it a word nameless. See, there's nothing in this, in my own brain, mind, soul, spirit, being, consciousness that knows what any of the external world of what I am is about. Everything is suspect. And this is what Ramana Maharshi, the teaching of Ramana Maharshi is the only teaching that I secretly refer to, because whatever comes, it's not this. Because what will come will be a thought, will be a picture, will be an image, will be a memory, will be a emotion. It will be something that wants to give some identification to it. Not this. So, the inquiry, self-inquiry they call it, I made a video during an incredible spell of Christ consciousness that was so vast. And at the end, I think it was a 10-part video. Through me, I am the way. And at the end, I summed up with an hour long. It's not, I wouldn't advocate listening. But basically, the summary says it's ongoing. Even if you met God, the inquiry goes on. You're not going to be looking for the same God again. You're not going to be looking for the same life again. You're not going to be looking for the same thing again. What we have in our power is the ability to change and go looking and seeking in as many bodies as we want. Whether it's an empty body, a self body, a vast body, an I body, a slug body, an alien body, a Lemurian body, whatever you want to call your next life. We can make it up just like that. But the only way to escape bodies, to escape identities, is to deny. So I would envisage Ramana Maharshi, whatever Ramana Maharshi was, is still denying whatever he is, wherever he is, not this. Because the beauty of denying is the beauty of that next stage from whatever source is, saying, okay, let's try this one. And it's in the rubbing of the hands, that sensation of spine-tingling love, that unconditional love, that says, oh, God's rubbing his hands, or whatever God is rubbing his hands. And I feel it. I actually feel it. I actually feeling he's trying his hardest, or it's trying its hardest to continue to catch me out. To continue to catch me out. It's a beautiful game. It's a loving game. It's not I have to escape this game. I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game of God saying you can be anything you want, and I say, yeah, I know I can, but not this. Because the mind says, well, if you're not participating, what's the point? The point is the non-participation. The non-participation is a participation. By non-participating, there's still something taking place. The non-participation is still something actually ongoing. Because let's say we have no choice in what our next life will be. Oh well, I'll just have to accept that one the same way as I accepted this one. And I'm just going to hope it's a little bit better. I hope I'm born in a different country, with a much better weather, with no governments, no politics, none of this bullshit. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be better. And Ramana Maharshi, as the speaker, whatever comes up, not this. But you're a king. I made you a king this time. I gave you a palace and crowns. Not this. Buddha was a king, born a prince, declined. The ego says, oh, how foolish. Had women at his feet, had fruits and the beautiful dancers and anything. Buddha snaps his fingers, come, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. And Ramana Maharshi and Buddha were actually saying, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this. Take it away, take it away, take it away, take it away. Whichever way you go, you're participating. Doesn't matter if you're not participating, it is a type of participation. I don't see myself as anything. I cannot, it's not a mental constructed, planned way to say I am nothing. There is no sensational feeling of being attached or detached from this life. When you feel attached to this life, you feel a something in this life. When you feel detached from this life, you feel a nothing in this life. When there's no detachment or attachment, it's just life in its own way, in its own expression. And I am proud to be part of that. But that also will go, not this. Because we can get sucked into a life of saying, yeah, this is it. This is the best I can do. This is wonderful. This is great. Yeah, and then you get lazy. And then you get fooled and tricked by some god to say, oh yeah, look at this one. Wants to wallow in their richness. And your richness may be very poor in a materialistic way. I'm wallowing in my poverty, you see. I'm just accepting my poverty as it is. No, not this. I'm not poor. I'm not rich. I'm not anything the mind says I am, including my own mind. I don't have a mind. The ongoing awakening is the continuation of not participating with this mind, not interacting with mind. And yes, you can go to your work and participate with your colleagues, but the minute you walk away from them, you say, not this. You're not condemning them, you're not condoning them, they have nothing to do with you. You're saying whatever just was experienced was not true. There's nothing true when it's based from a mental, constructed, psychological way. The truth is beyond mind, beyond I.